Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Monday, April 20th, 2026. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the senior minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, my husband, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and the Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2026, we are celebrating the 41st anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 14,000 stories and 12 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Queer God Squad remembers BDSM and HIV advocate Cynthia Slater. Cynthia Slater, who lived from 1945 to 1989, was a transformative figure in queer history, pioneering the integration of women and safer sex education into the BDSM and leather communities. In 1974, she co-founded the Society of Janus in San Francisco, one of the earliest BDSM education and support organizations in the United States. Slater was instrumental in breaking down gender barriers, famously persuading the gay men's leather club, the Catacombs, to open its doors to lesbians and bisexual women. A professional dominatrix and sex educator, Slater is credited with coining the term SM 101 to describe her foundational safety demonstrations. Following her HIV diagnosis in the 1980s, she became a fierce advocate for women living with AIDS, founding the first women's HIV/AIDS Information Switchboard. Her legacy as a bridge builder is honored in the Leather Hall of Fame and through a permanent bronze boot print in San Francisco's Leather History Alley. First of all, body positive, hooray. And a empowering sort of feminist that, yeah, we could have our own thing and we will have our own thing, but we also shouldn't be excluded from your thing. We get to come into, and that worked, that she was persuaded that, like, yeah, we'll take your money too. We want a beer. But that did take some negotiation. I mean, because we were, and and sex positive and play positive. And of course, with that comes what a lot of people who aren't in that community don't realize is that there's an ethic, and that everything has to be safe, sane, and consensual.
Yes.
And there's even a safe word, so that if I say this word, that means stop everything. So you don't confuse it for, a role play or whatever. So yeah, if I say raisin, because it wouldn't come up any other in a normal, romantic endeavor, that means quit. That means safe or stop, right, or whatever. And so there are safeguards, there is mutuality, everyone has to agree to everything. So there's an ethic that people don't realize. So she's not only representing being body positive and sex positive, but a way to embrace a sexual ethic beyond theological mandates. And so, sort of a hero. And that she came out with her HIV back when people were trying to hide it, but she used it to keep other people safe, or to get people who were infected, resources that they needed. I mean, really. And all of this before 1989. So she was a trailblazer and certainly worthy of our commemoration today.
Imagine grown-ups doing grown-up things amongst themselves. If it's what you like to do, I don't see how there's any way that we should stop them. And there are so many different shows that I've watched over the years where they have had safe words. And what movie was it where it was also, one of my favorite shows, Billions. One of the characters in that was always visiting a dominatrix. So it's not unusual for people of power to find a way to release their inner self by going to someone and giving themselves up to that powerful person. So I love the idea that we have a royal person in our pantheon who showed us at an early time that what you do in the privacy of your home, the privacy of your home, ain't nobody else's business as long as everybody in that room is agreeing to the rules and terms of what's going on.
Did you see the episode of Family Guy where Peter and Lois are talking about just, being parents and how boring their life has become, and it's, always the PTA meetings and the shopping and going to work and blah, blah. Meanwhile, she's putting on her leather
Did Lois
stuff.
not look great? Did she not look great?
He's getting all tied up, and she's getting all her leather stuff in her boots, and her whip, and she says, the safety word is banana, and he unzips, he says, I love you. And then she's like, and that's Family Guy, so yeah, it's kind of worked its way into mainstream culture.
But I love the story about Cynthia Slater. I mean, it really is. It's a powerful history.
Yes.
And I truly appreciate, of course, what she did for women. It's a powerful reminder for women that when you see something you don't agree with, just speak up. Hey, you know what? There's discrimination here. Let's speak up. And that she went to bat for women living with HIV and AIDS at a time when people didn't really even acknowledge that they were living with HIV, living with AIDS. But she said, you know what? It affects women too.
Yeah.
I just didn't explore enough when I lived in San Francisco, obviously, because I mean, you're
a baby still.
I'm a little baby gate in, but yeah. But it's like just think about all of the things that she accomplished in her lifetime, being a pioneer, being a role model, being that spokesperson for people who didn't have a voice on so many levels, whether it was in this part of the community or the HIV and AIDS, and just being that symbol of hope and that beacon of like, this is us, we're part of the community, this is how we live, and this is what we do. And there was no shaming in her game, apparently, and there was no blaming. Like, this is who we are, and this is part of our community. And I love the fact that her boot print is in San Francisco's Leather History Alley. I must look that up the next time I'm back there. So well done. Kudos to her and her legacy.
That's today with the Queer God Squad.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We're here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about. Please like and share this and other episodes of the Queer God Squad.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we're all in this together. Also remember, you're God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.